What's going on, guys? I'm trying to get the comments to come up because my screen kind of went black before and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So hopefully we get it together. And I gotta bring this table up. Okay. Hi, Annie. Hi, Annie. Thank you for pulling up last night. Your hair looks so... Girl. Yo, we went on live for like 6 hours yesterday. Like 6 hours. I didn't realize it. I mean, I knew it was a while, but I thought it was like, I don't know, 2 hours. When I saw the playback after, I was like, holy shit, we've been online for 6 hours. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I wanted to push this light back. So my bones, my body, my muscles, very crampy today. Because how I did almost 2 hours in the gym this morning, I don't know. What are you looking at? It's kind of cold. We're going to get into the reading. It's a little bit chilly. All right. I would have been asleep. Yo, when we got off that live, after I cleaned up that mess, I thought I was gonna die, yo. I was so tired. I was up yesterday. Why this is not charging? I was up yesterday from almost 4 o'clock in the morning. It was like 4:30 in the morning. All the way to almost, what was it? It was like 3 o'clock in the morning when we got off alive. Okay. I'm like, why that wasn't charging for a second? Anyway, we're gonna tap in with the Zodiac Tarot, but I think I want to start with the Wild Unknown. I think this one. Let's see. Let's see what we do. Let's see. So I just finished doing a reading for the members just now. And we were talking a little bit about the King of Cups, and he's the first card out. King of Cups with the 7 of Cups. There's an 8 of Cups here on the table. The Queen of Wands came out in that reading too, and here she is again. And the Page of Cups. There's 9 cups on the table. There's somebody here that doesn't know how to move away from certain negative feelings. It's somebody here that doesn't know how to, struggling to process their feelings. Somebody struggling to figure out what it is that they're going through emotionally. Somebody may be struggling with where to place their feelings, like where to place them. Somebody's angry and the feelings are displaced, like they're taking their anger out on someone or on people, and it's not, the anger is not really directed to, like they're directing it towards people, but the anger is not coming from these people. It's not being initiated because of these people. It's almost like you're taking your anger out on the wrong people. It may not be just anger, or it may not even be anger, but the feeling is definitely here on the table. It definitely feels like my feelings are misplaced. Like, there's also this energy too, polarity, right? So there's also this energy of, like, there's love here, but I can't give it to the person I want to give it to. And so I'm like, this is somebody who is trying to move on, but they're trying to force it. It's like, I really don't want to move on. I really don't want to be without my person, but since I can't be with my person, like, I'm giving other people love, and it's making this, whoever this person is like, I feel disgusting afterwards. I'm not happy afterwards. I'm not content after this. Like, I'm never gonna be satisfied because it's not my person. There's that. The thing is, with the King of Cups, this person isn't expressing this. This person isn't, like, saying it outwardly. Not yet, anyway. Because I feel like with the King of Cups, there's only but so much anybody can take. And I feel like the pressure is going to be too much for this person eventually. So this person is either going to, like, have a moment where they kind of have, like, an outburst, which is maybe where the anger comes out. Because it may be something where it's like, where it comes off. Not that it may be. It comes off as something that's like, you faking the funk and you pretending and you part of this friendship, this business, this romantic situation. Like, you're doing all the things because you're trying to suppress certain feelings, certain anger, certain love, whatever, right? The thing is that after a while of doing this, somebody's going to come to the point where they kind of implode. Not explode, implode, like from the inside out. They're gonna start to lash out at the person or the people around them. They're gonna start to, like, they're gonna start to be nasty with the people that's around them or the person they're dealing with, whether this is romantic or not. Again, like I said in the beginning, this isn't something that's it's directed at the people that is being, obviously you're lashing out at these people or someone's lashing out at these people. But it's not, these people aren't doing things to warrant that. Honestly, it feels like whoever I'm tapping into, no one actually did anything to you to cause you to lash out. It's more of an internal thing. I saw the Hermit when I first cracked the deck. I should have fucking, I think I said it. I said, oh, the Hermit at the bottom. But I said it to myself. Like, I said it out loud, but I said it low. But that energy is here. It's like, I because I've been quiet, because I haven't been honest with myself, let alone anybody else, right? Because I'm not being honest with myself, I can't be honest with anybody else. So it would be, it's asinine to think that you're going to be honest with other people when you can't even be honest with yourself about what you're feeling. Or whether you can or you're not, it's two different things, right? But with the 8 of Cups here, because there's a 7. And with this 8 of Cups, I'm like, is that a car? Because that system sounds tragic. Sound like a bicycle with a big ass speaker attached to it. New York things. Someone also refuses to unpack. So somebody could have literally came from somewhere and they still have their bag packed. Like, this is literal. Somebody literally has yet to unpack their bags. Go home and unpack your shit. You got dirty drawers in that motherfucker. Go take your damn clothes out. But if this is not like a literal thing, somebody is unwilling to unpack their emotions. 7 of Cups. And it's wicked, right? Because the feelings that someone's not willing to unpack isn't even negative feelings, because it's a 9 of Cups. 7 with the King is 8. And with the Page is 9. And it's either because someone doesn't have the confidence, or it's because they have these feelings towards someone who's extremely confident and they're worried. The King of Cups energy sometimes can come off as being like inferior. So this is like the energy of someone who, like, I don't want to express certain emotions because I don't know how collective feels. or I don't want to express certain things because I know I would have to step up my game if I'm going to do anything in regards to collective, and that's a lot of work. Or I'm afraid, or I don't know how, or I don't even know how to begin. It's some type of inferiority here pertaining to a Queen of Wands. That's what that is. The Empress at the bottom with the Hangman. If this is romantic, it's weird. This is weird to me. The energy is weird to me because, like me, the reader, this energy would be weird to me to come across this in real time because, I mean, listen, we all grown enough to the point where anybody you dealing with romantically should require certain things. And so if you feel like you don't have what it takes for one person, then you shouldn't be dating anyone. Because even though everyone requires different things, right? Still everyone is going to require certain things. You feel me? So there's that. You know? Unless you're dealing with people who are either way younger than you and don't know any better to require certain things, or somebody who's wildly younger than you and they haven't like been through life enough to be able to identify that you don't have certain things already to bring to the table. What, baby? What happened? Shyla? I did not like that. I don't know if y'all heard that. You okay? She probably sees one of the cats. Because that meow was mad weird. Yeah. Quite honestly, the King of Cups moving this way, man or woman, still moving this way even, it's interesting to me because it's like, so, and I've said this before to people, unfortunately. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Yes, we're right on the right track here because you, like I said, dating anyone, there's going to be certain requirements. You're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to not be a shitty person. Like, you know what I mean? Unless you're dating people who either A, are young enough where they don't know any better, or B, they don't give a fuck. They're getting the relationship is transactional. It's like, especially if this is dating, it's like if you're dating someone who really doesn't give a fuck about how you are as a person, or who you are as a person, or how you move, or your level of integrity. If you're dealing with somebody where it's transactional, and as long as they're getting financial gain, they don't give a fuck what you're doing. They're gonna give you what you want. They're gonna get what they want, and it's gonna break even. Unless it's something, and that more so feels like a business, like an agreement. You know what I mean? Like it feels transactional. It doesn't feel like love. And so if you're somebody who's in the position of the King of Cups, where you don't want to express, or you don't want to be vulnerable emotionally, then your best bet is to get somebody super young and dumb, straight up, or get you somebody who don't give a fuck. You know? Yeah. Because with the Empress, with an Empress energy, I said this the other day. I've said this a lot, but I said this recently the other day on one of these lives. Women, the role of women is to reciprocate. So when you give a woman a seed, she gives you a child, right? It's the saying. When you give her land, the house, she'll give you a home. You know, like you give her this, she'll give you that. You know, she'll multiply, she'll amplify. And if you give her some bullshit, she's gonna give you chaos. It's just kind of the way things go. You know, it's kind of the way shit works. Someone could be receiving their karma for how they treated someone. Reason why I'm saying that, I don't want to stay on that too long. Yes. Reason why, death card at the bottom, Scorpio energy. Shout out to all my Scorpios. Happy birthday to my Scorpios. It's officially Scorpio season, by the way. Somebody's like, spooky season. Yes, darling. It's interesting to me how Pisces season is always like I'm walking on eggshell season. It's water energy. Scorpio season is always I don't even know how to explain it, season. But it's water energy too. Every year. Anyway. The reason why I said somebody's about to get karma or is getting karma for something that they've done to someone is because of the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Because somebody's like, where that came from, that's left field. Somebody could have literally said that or is literally saying that. Like, wait, like that's left field. Where you came from with that? Yo, when I tell you, excuse me. I can't even take a nap after this. I gotta go. Oh shit. The Nine of Pentacles was at the bottom and I just kept shuffling and the Nine of Pentacles came out anyway. Somebody, the polarity. Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Somebody is remember when I said somebody's gonna pay for something or somebody's paying for something that they put somebody else through? A polarity of this. While somebody here is in their best energy, feeling their best, getting back to like their true essence or whatever the case is, somebody else, and this person may not even fully be in the Nine of Swords yet, but slowly but surely they're gonna get themselves there. And it's the energy too of like you never need to expose people. When you expose people, like when you purposefully try to expose people, all you do is waste your time. And waste your valuable energy that you could be using to do other things. Beneficial things. Helpful things. You know what I mean? Conducive things. Because people who should be exposed will always be exposed. It just takes a little bit of time. Time always shows someone's true colors, someone's true nature, the Hermit at the bottom. Who someone is to their core always comes out. No matter how much they try to hide it, pretend, all the things. Strength, resilience. The same way someone's nasty nature always comes and makes its way to the forefront is the same way someone's genuine authenticity comes to the forefront. Time. Time. Four of Pentacles. Somebody believes this genuinely. Somebody's holding on to this. Somebody's connecting the dots to certain things that have transpired over the last 4 years. I don't know why, but I mean, obviously it's the Four of Pentacles, and Pentacles typically represent years, so there's that. But for some reason, they're making me feel like someone's connecting the dots from the last 4 years. Like why they behave certain ways, why they did certain things. This is a lot of cards, but we're going to read them. Ten of Wands, and it is in the reverse. It's this way. It's supposed to be this way. We're going to start here. Ten of Wands. We're going to start with the Four of Pentacles, right? So the Ten of Wands with the Four of Pentacles. Someone's connecting the dots. Someone's understanding why they couldn't seal the deal on certain things. Why they couldn't close the business deal. Why they couldn't... Why something didn't take off. Why something wasn't... I don't know why they're telling me ejected. I don't know why they're telling me that. But someone definitely feels like something maybe couldn't be set free. Someone also felt very restricted with the Ten of Wands. It's a very restricting energy. Intertwined, embedded even. Like this isn't even like a soulmate. This would be like a fucking trauma bond. You know what I mean? Like there's a big difference there. I remember a while back, like when I first started doing tarot on the channel, I remember specifically explaining something like this and explaining how when it's a soulmate, it goes together. It's effortless. It's like a puzzle piece that just fits. As opposed to when it's something that is like a trauma bond, where it's like discombobulated and almost like knotted and forced. Two different things. Nine of Pentacles. The other day or last week we talked about this quite a few different days. 99. Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. The nines kept coming out together last week, and here we are again. Somebody's also gonna be in a position, if they're not already, where they're reflecting on just how dark shit was just a week ago, just a month ago, a year ago, 4 years ago. Someone's reflecting on just how far they've come, how much work they've done on themselves, how much more better they feel about themselves, etc. Ten of Cups and the Hierophant. This is Soul Tribe. Yo, this is Soul Tribe. Four of Swords. This right here, this is somebody who, or people, they just fit. The energy is just right. The vibes are always on the same frequency or the right frequency, however you look at it. If you look at the colors, right? The way, none of those wires are intertwined. They may have crossed at a certain point or another, but none of them are tangled. None of them are knotted. None of them are, it's not forced. It's effortless. And it's so effortless that it allows someone the space to heal, or it's allowing the space to heal for even if it's multiple people. Six of Wands. With the Three of Wands is the Nine of Wands. Because somebody fought for this, because somebody didn't give up on this, because somebody was serious about this, Three of Wands and the Six of Wands. The Three of Wands, we speak of like waiting for your ships to come in. That's typically one of the meanings, right? And so someone knew that there was brighter days. Someone knew that there was a better way. Someone knew that things weren't going to always be that dark as they were. Six of Wands, going from those dark times, and you see the top of the card is like the light area. Same concept with the Three of Wands, where the rest of the card is like black and white, and then the middle has like color and vibrant and life. It's also like a portal, which is interesting because we started doing these lives 10/10, which is a portal day, and we're gonna stop doing them 11/11, which is a portal day. I've already had mad people telling me, you can't stop, you gotta do it every day at least, you have to. Chile, the World, with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Somebody struggles with this. So with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands, somebody struggles with seeing the end goal. They struggle with accepting that the end goal is, like, first of all, they are in the rights of even attaining it. Because someone's making me feel like I don't deserve it. Or things like that don't happen to me. Things like that don't happen to people like me. Don't speak that into existence. You keep speaking it, it's going to come into fruition. You see the motions? What is he doing anyway? Oh, it's open still. It's crazy how the biggest cats can fit through the smallest little holes. Even Shyla's bugging. We just saw one of the cats cross into one of the neighbors from the other block. They thought they sealed that hole. That big ass cat just made his way through it. Me and Shyla are like, yeah, you saw that? That's crazy. Don't get no ideas. Are you going to go inside? Thank you. Six of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. I think someone's struggling with this too. Six of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. Somebody's struggling with forgiveness, even for themselves. Fuck with anybody else, but somebody's struggling with the forgiveness for themselves to be able to move forward, to be able, because when you forgive people, it's for you, it's not for them. Fuck them, right? um that's why it's so imperative to be able to forgive people who don't even apologize. It's like, because if you don't forgive, you're gonna stay stagnant. You're gonna forever be in that hole. You're gonna forever be in that cycle of bitterness, you know, and there's not gonna be no growth there. It's one, all it takes is one bad apple to ruin the bunch, to rotten out the whole rest of the pie. You know what I mean? And so I feel like someone's struggling with this, but I don't think that this is not attainable because it's both in the upright. So even though there's a struggle here, it definitely does feel like it's attainable. And that's a good thing. You know, that's a step up. I have the Ten of Swords and then the Five of Pentacles. I didn't even see that there was another card on the table. This right here doesn't feel good. This right here doesn't feel good. This right here feels very tiring. Exhausting is even, right? This feels very... This isn't fun. And also, I feel like somebody may have been here for a long time, because I also feel like I feel it's tiring, but it's also tiring because I've been doing it for so long. Like, I've been trying to attain this for so long. That's the energy, right? And then the last card, because we're going to move on to the other deck, but the last card there was a Two of Swords. And so with that, I just feel like the energy is saying, don't get bamboozled. It's a lot of work, and it's tiring, and it's draining, and for the most part, it's not fun. But it's worth it for where you're trying to go. And for a lot of us, where we're trying to go, it's necessary. Like, you won't make it past go if you don't do the things that it's not fun. You know what I mean? Like, so it's best for some of us, for most of us, all of us, to get out of that Two of Swords, because that Two of Swords can end up costing us a lot more than what we bargained for. That energy of the Two of Swords. Wow, you're so sleepy. You work so hard. Nobody told you to be up and on my ass yesterday. Clocking me. The minute I left the room, after I did my little tinkle for the night, she did a little prance all the way to the bed and just sat there and waited. Her and Izzy waiting for me to lay down. I'm like, bro, you not my man. You not. For those of y'all who were on the live last night on the vlog channel, yo, Charlotte was literally in the fucking frame. She sat her ass down in the frame and just sat there and watched me the last like 2 hours of me doing my hair. She was dead sick of me. So done with me. So done with me. Hands are mad dry. I need to get lotion is what I need to do. Somebody could have just did that. That's funny. I feel like when I was doing that just now, somebody was just doing that, or somebody just said that, like, yo, my hands, I need lotion. Or somebody looks at their hands and like, bro, that's not cute. That's not cute, Books. That's not cute. Okay. Ace of Cups in the upright. 10 of Pentacles in the upright. Can I just say, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, the Death card, the Tower, those cards, for the longest time, came out for us, like, sporadically. Like, there's never been a time really on the platform, on this platform, where those cards come out all the time, right? Lately, you want to go inside? She's looking at the hammock, but she can't. Hold on, let me open the door so she will go in. She might be cold. She ain't got her jacket on, okay? Okay. Go. You. And I dropped it. Did I tell y'all I was in the gym for like 2 hours today? Because when I tell y'all I feel stiff as fuck, I can't move. My back, my neck, my legs. Coño. Anyway, the tingling that doesn't tingle, it low-key burns. Oh. Anywho, those cards, they didn't come out regularly, and lately in the last few weeks we've been seeing them a lot, a lot, a lot. Some of the OGs even noticed that, like the members, a lot of them have commented on some of the videos or even hit me up privately like, yo, you notice? And I'm like, yeah, I noticed. I definitely me dio de cuenta. I noticed. I just wanted to say that because the Ten of Pentacles, here it is again. We just saw it, you know? And the page, which is the Two of Pentacles. Somebody's learning some really valuable lessons in relationships. And it's interesting because somebody may be learning it because of something to do with work. I don't even know really how this ties in. I'm not sure how this ties in for somebody, but it's almost like there's certain things, maybe, I don't know, there may be certain things that are playing out at work that has somebody looking at themselves like, it's kind of along the lines of like, damn, collective said this would happen, or said that this was something that, you know, would go down, or whatever the case is. There's something that is connecting work and romantic shit. I'm not entirely sure how this plays out. I said, I'm not entirely sure how this plays out, and bam, the Magician. Wow. With the Emperor. What? Now she's meowing inside. See what I gotta deal with? She's gonna start scratching at the door in a second. King of Swords. And the Three of Pentacles. I'm not entirely sure how this plays out. That's what I was saying, right? I don't think it matters. Because I think however it's going to play out is going to be out of somebody's control. Like, I think that this is something that was, whatever it is you're doing, however it is you're moving, the things that are supposed to find you are going to find you regardless, right? But there's something about being in alignment that brings in the best of the things that are supposed to find you. Because even if you're not living right, for somebody who's like accumulating mad karma, for somebody who's not authentic, for somebody who's not genuine, however you moving, there's going to be things that are going to be right in your path. They for you. They meant for you. on your low ass vibration. So those things were in alignment for you when you were out of alignment. But those things were in alignment, right? That's why they say don't be trying to like expose people. Don't be casting judgment on people, because spirit got them always. That's why they say karma's a bitch. A lot of people say karma's, I don't believe that, but a lot of people say karma is a bitch because you could be down on your worst and think that is your karma. That's just the path you chose. Because you could be down on your worst and still have shit happening. That's the karma. You know? There's no level of low. There's no level of low. When you take it there, it's going to get taken there to another extreme. And it's going to be out of your control. So even if you're not on alignment, even if you're not on the best frequency you can be on, even on those paths that you chose, there's going to be things that are going to meet you on the way. And those things are in alignment with that lane, with that path. The same thing can be said, it's a polarity, right? The same thing can be said when you're actually in your highest, like vibration, and you are actually doing the work, and you are actually healing, and you are actually holding yourself accountable and upholding these boundaries and doing all the things, right? The things that are on that path are that much more brighter, that much more better. So when I was saying before, I don't even know how this ties in. Spirit was saying it don't matter. Put it in the table, Ma. You leaving now?
Yeah.
Be careful. Thank you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, I also feel like something doesn't need. I want to be careful with this, because I was just telling the members, we were just tapping in with the King of Cups and how he was hesitating, or she was hesitating to speak the things that needed to be spoken. At this point here, somebody's like, there's certain things that don't even need to be spoken on, because time is going to handle it. Somebody feels like they're alone, or like they're gonna be alone, like left alone. They're gonna die alone. Like somebody's having really morbid thoughts about being alone. And I feel like this is what you asked for. This is what you asked for. Somebody could be scrambling too, because they don't want to. They may have asked for it. They may have lived a certain way, but now somebody's like, I'm at this big stage, or at this big level, or at this big age, and I'm now scrambling because that's not what I want to do. I actually don't want to do that. I actually don't want things to be that way. Four of Wands. Four of Wands with Temperance. Somebody didn't want to put in the work. That would have... Somebody don't want to put in the work. Nine of Wands at the bottom. Somebody don't want to put in the work that's required. The thing is, like I was saying before, no matter who you with, there's going to be work that's going to be required. So you got to pick your poison. Okay? Yeah, pick your poison. It's like... You ever hear somebody say, oh, I would rather argue with you than argue with anybody else? Because, like, I love you and I want to build here. Like, if I'm going to argue with anybody, I would rather argue here. Not argue, but, like, it's in every way. Because it's like, if I'm going to experience... If I'm at a point where I'm finally experiencing the good, the fruits of my labor, if I'm finally at a position where my business is booming and I got all the money and I got all the time off and I could do, like, I got the freedom to take a vacation for 3 weeks. Like, once I hit that point in my life, I don't want to do it alone. And I don't want to do it with anybody else who wasn't with me while I was building this. It's like that. It's like I would rather have the person that rocked with me when I didn't have shit and believed in me when I didn't have shit by the time my Ten of Pentacles comes in. Because again, going back to the whole I don't want to be alone thing. I definitely, like, what's the point of having it if I'm going to be on my own? I want to have it and I want to share the experience and I want to live life. And that's because that opens like a whole nother level of like, you know, you work, you go to school, you do all the things, and then you work for the rest of your life is what it feels like. But then it's like when you hit retirement, you want to retire by yourself, on your own, on a stranded island, like Castaway. Or you want to run around balls to the wind with somebody that you love. Like, what you want to do, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like somebody's there mentally. Like, something may have happened. We'll go there. Something may have happened to someone recently. And I don't know, again, maybe this was at work. Maybe something happened to someone at work and it got someone else thinking like, oh, I do not want to do that. I don't want to be in that position. Because it almost feels like an awakening. This could be spiritual, but I'm not necessarily feeling like it's a spiritual thing. This could be as spiritual as it's gotten for this person. Maybe that's why it's coming in like that, because it definitely feels like there's a seriousness here too, because again, the Emperor and the King of Swords. So it's almost like somebody stepping up. Like the king, from the King of Cups to the Emperor and the King of Swords, that's a big ass leap, right? And so somebody's saying like I don't even know how else to like explain it. And I think maybe somebody feels like that. Like, I don't know how else to articulate. Like, somebody could be trying to explain this to someone that they've been wasting time with. So the reason why I'm saying that is because I understand what this person is saying. I understand how the energy is, right? I understand that. The thing is that there's an energy here that's almost not understanding. And it's not the person who's expressing this. And I don't know if this is somebody this is being expressed to. Somebody's like, what do you mean? You know? Or this is somebody that's, because I was just saying, again, if this is romantic, there's an energy here where somebody's like, I want to experience my Ten of Pentacles with the person that rocked with me when I didn't have nothing. That almost comes off as like someone expressing that to someone. Like, I don't want you here when my Ten of Pentacles comes in. I don't know you for real. I'm not comfortable with you. You're not my person. And so there's an energy here of like, we're good. We're doing our thing. We're having fun, or, you know, whatever. It almost feels like what's the word? There's a word that people use for this. A placeholder. This is a term. Wicked as fuck. But there's a term for this. It's like when somebody says like, oh, they're dating a rebound. It's like that, but it's more like a placeholder. Like because somebody didn't want to admit they're wrong or their shortcomings, it's almost like they were entertaining things and doing things and kind of like just living their best life. Not really, right? Because we saw the King of Cups, and when I was doing the reading for the members, the King of Cups came out in that reading as well a lot just now, like earlier today. And so the energy definitely comes off as like someone kind of like rebounding, looking for someone to be essentially a placeholder. The thing is that position isn't always available. Like, that position doesn't stay open long term. And there isn't anything that you don't go from being a placeholder to being, I mean, you can. There's been times where you go from being a rebound to now this person's stuck with you, really. That's the feeling, because the person that they do want would never take them back. You know what I'm saying? And so, first of all, what I'm picking up on feels very heavily like a fucking third party. the fact that it hasn't triggered me until just right now, because I'm realizing it, is kind of wild. That could definitely be the energy of somebody, though. Like, somebody could realize, like, oh, I thought I was dating you. I didn't realize you were waiting for someone else. So that feels mad specific. I feel like we too old to be doing with shit like that. I listen, I digress, but I definitely feel like we too old. Like, what are you so scared of that you can't be honest? Because the only time people lie is when they're afraid. Which is why you would lie to a cop. Because you don't want to go to jail, right? You lied to your girl because you don't want her to leave your ass. You lied to your man because you don't want him to leave your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you would lie, because you're afraid. But my thing is, especially if this is romantic, it's like, so you're so afraid of losing me that you would do the thing that would cause you to lose me, and then you're going to lie to me, which is definitely going to cause you to lose me. So because you a little pussy, you put yourself in a position that's a lose, lose, lose all the way around. Got you. Heard you. Heard you. Makes sense. Perfect sense. I'm being sarcastic, but you know. 9 of Wands. And the Page of Swords. Somebody may feel... See what I just did there? What I was just saying? Somebody may feel like that don't make sense. Somebody could be thinking this about their own actions. Like, why the fuck did I do that? It don't make sense. I don't understand. I don't understand. Yo. Page of Swords and the 5 of Cups. Like, I know I'm kikiing, but somebody is literally going through it. And it looks good, right? Somebody's making it look real good. Somebody's making it look like this is not the reality. There's only but so much makeup you could put on. There's only but so much you can hide something. There's only but so much you can act like something isn't the case. It's going to start coming out. The truth always comes out. The sun comes out always, right? We went through a whole Annie week, right? Yeah. I don't, when I was reading for the members, this energy was heavily on the table, and it was heavily, it was on the table. It was on the, there was no way we could have read it any other which way. I mean, I tried. Like, I was literally like, if this is business, if this is this, if this is that. Like, I went through the whole thing, right? But honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Somebody could be saying that too. Like, I genuinely don't know what to tell you. You made quite a mess for yourself here. You made quite a mess for yourself here. The Ace of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. I think someone is experiencing some type of gain, some type of win. Somebody could have been promoted. Somebody could have, like, it's a good opportunity. There's good fortune. There's abundance on the table. The thing is that someone's so immature, they either don't know what to do with it, they're going to squander it with the Page of Pentacles, or I don't even know if I want to say the other thing, but somebody also feels like they are being faced with a situation, even if it's like a good one, because it does feel positive. But I feel like someone is feeling a lack energy. It's like, okay, so if we turn around what we were just talking about, somebody's like, they just got a raise at work or something. Or they just got approved for like a second week of fucking vacation. Now they got like 4 weeks of vacation or whatever to spend, right? And somebody's like excited and shit. They're on a high horse for a second, but then they quickly come down, because now it's like, I got 4 weeks to take vacation, but I ain't got nobody to take vacation with. Or I got this opportunity to do this and this, but I don't even know where to begin for this and this. Like, but I know somebody who would have known what to do. Or like, I know somebody who would have known how to handle this. Like, there's an energy here that, because somebody's experiencing some type of like a high, whether it's at work, whatever, right? Somebody could be moving, and they're like, oh my God, I'm finally moving to a nice neighborhood, this, that, whatever. Like, I'm getting something, I'm doing something, I've attained something, I've reached something. But then there's the reality, because it feels like reality is smacking somebody with this Page of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, but because I didn't do this, or because I didn't express this, or because I was playing with this, I have this now, but now I have to have this. Somebody could have burned a lot of bridges on their way to the top. That's definitely what this feels like. Somebody burned a lot of bridges on their way to the top, or somebody burned a specific bridge that is imperative for them, or has been imperative for them. And I feel like they're feeling it. I don't even know what other way to put that. And I just now realized that it's 3 o'clock. I was supposed to be out of here at 2:45. Collective. I love you guys wholeheartedly. I fuck with you guys a long way. Thank you guys for tapping in. Shout out to everybody who has shown support in the last few weeks. For the members, you guys have your reading going up tonight for today. And shout out to everybody who tapped in yesterday on the vlog channel. If you missed that, 6 hours damn near of some bullshit. It was a whole thing. We were on FaceTime for 6 hours yesterday. Tap in with that. We were live yesterday on TikTok during the day, but I don't think I'm gonna do a walk today. My legs feel like spaghetti. Swollen spaghetti. That's what my legs feel like today. So I don't think we're gonna be on TikTok on live today. Yeah, I love you guys. If you forgot to hit the like button, please don't forget to hit it on the way out the door. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. The bird is freaking me out. We'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. My days is washed. Tomorrow is definitely Sunday. We'll be on tomorrow. I'm gonna probably do like 12 tomorrow. Either way, I'm gonna try my best to give you guys a link at least an hour in advance to give you guys a heads up, because I know today was like, I think I only gave y'all like 10 minutes because I was looking at my I literally have a schedule, because if I don't keep it, I'll fuck everything up. So I looked at the fucking paper for today and I was like, damn, if I don't fit it in now, my only other option is like 11:30 tonight, and I ain't trying to do that. So that's why today was going to be a little bit quick and the link wasn't up for too long. So tomorrow I'm going to try to do better with that. I'm going to give you guys more time with the link. Shout out to everybody who has been showing up. Like I said, appreciate you guys, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Si Dios quiere, if everything goes well today. And I ain't going to the gym tomorrow, because I ain't trying to be having a really slower death tomorrow on this camera. I love y'all, and I will catch you guys mañana.